Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, traders? What's going on? And happy money freaking Monday, baby. Oh, am I excited to be back, ready to work with you guys, ready to get back into this market, ready to lock in some big time freaking profits, because team, last week was a freaking crazy week in this market. It is safe to say that penny stocks are starting to heat back up a little bit. We've seen some supernova plays, 300, 400, 900% rippers and runners. If you're not in this market right now, team, you are missing out. I don't even care if you're trading penny stocks. If you're not in this market trading options or futures, the SPY, the Qs, whatever, you are absolutely missing out. This is the best time to learn how to trade. This is the best time to be in this market. This is the time to end your year strong and profitable and lock in some big time profits like we did last week. This is the best team out there. I love being here. I love working with you guys. I'm excited to be back, if you guys can't tell, and I'm ready to make it happen. We got a big week. Penny stocks on fire. We have CPI tomorrow. We have the Fed's interest rate decision here on Wednesday. So this is a big freaking week. Are we going lower into the year? Are we going to have a Santa Claus rally? I don't even really care at this point, because penny stocks, once again, on fire. There is money to be made in this market. So get focused, get dialed in, ladies and gentlemen, because we are going to make it happen once again and have an amazing third week of December. Let's make it happen, team. All right, real quick before we officially dive into it. All right, how's the audio? Audio good? Just give me a thumbs up, team. Is it one speaker, two speaker, good, bad? How we doing right now? We good? Is it a little loud? Let me know. Let me know before we dive into it. All right. Good. Michael, what's up? Oh, and by the way, as you guys are saying, what's up? Good morning. How we doing over on YouTube? If this is your first time on YouTube, go ahead and say good morning. Where are you tuning in from? All right. And if you are new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. So again, you're notified when we go live, and make sure you're here this Wednesday. And the reason I want you to be here this Wednesday is because we're doing a giveaway sponsored by Mr. G freaking Gino. All right. Mr. Gino had an amazing week in the market last week, wants to pay it forward, and he wants to sponsor 3 brand new traders to the Alpha Day trading community. So what we're going to do here on Wednesday is we're doing a big giveaway. We're going to put you guys on the wheel of destiny. We're going to spin that sucker 3 times, and we're going to select 3 individuals and give them a 30-day free pass to the Alpha Day trading community, thanks of Mr. Gino. That is so nice. That is amazing. He's got a big heart, an amazing person. So let's give him some thanks. Let's give him a round of freaking applause, because he deserves it. And let's wish him the best in the market this week to lock in even more freaking profits, baby. All right, Gino, you're the man. You're amazing. Love you, bro. Alan, Richie, Michael, Mike, what's up? Mo, Mr. Gino in the house. Alton, how we doing this morning? Karim, Brian, good morning. Yasmin, good morning as well. Ryan, how we doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. Let's get excited. Let's get pumped up, and let's make it happen. Everybody inside of chat, where are you this morning? I need to see some hype right now. I don't care if you've already said good morning. I don't care if you said good morning. I need you to say good morning one more time. Right now, everybody in chat, go ahead and hit me with a big old Alpha Day trading. Good morning! Who is with me? Who is ready to make it happen? Because I'm excited. I am ready. Let's see who is in chat. Everybody, right now, good morning me up. Drop some emojis. I don't care what you do, but just freaking hit me with a good morning. That's what I'm talking about. Carlos, Trader Adam, Hack, what's up, brother? Yari, good morning. Placid, Joey, Kits Kingster, Joey, Michael, Jakey, Lakey, Michael, welcome to the team, my man. Welcome, welcome. Corey, good morning. Carlos and Sean, good morning. AJ, good morning. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? My goodness. My goodness. All right, we got the OGs, the MVPs, the ones that are ready to rock and roll and make it happen today. So, without further ado, let's dive into it, okay? with all calmness and all sincerity. Is that a word? I don't know, but we're going to dive into it, okay? Time to bring the energy levels down a little bit, Josh, okay? Let's just talk stocks. Where's the money at today? Number one, we're going to talk about PHVS, ladies and gentlemen, because PHVS, we got a really, really nice mid-candle breakout, all right, team? So check it out. Mid-candle breakout here on PHVS. Dive into levels and check out the official game plan, all right? This is for traders in chat only, all right? I love you guys, but this is one of those nice back burner sleeper plays. I got to keep some things exclusive for the team inside of chat. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're inside of chat, go inside of levels, check it out, where we're looking to get in, the break level, where our targets are going to be, and we'll definitely commentate this and walk you through this step by step today. But PHVS looking like we have a beautiful, beautiful mid-candle breakout, and so far it's meeting the criteria to a T. All right, so back burner sleeper PHVS for the possible mid-candle breakout. Get inside of levels, check out those levels, get prepared, and we're all set, and we're definitely going to keep this one on high watch. All right. TNXP moving on up this morning. Number 3 on the leaderboard. Currently up 37% at this point in time. Trading 12 million shares on average. It trades about 2 million shares. So we got great volume today. 55 million in float. We know the stock can rip and the stock can run. So what's going on this morning with TNXP? So TNXP receiving exclusive license from Curia Global to develop 3 antibodies for treatment of SARS-CoV-2. I mean, aren't we a little past COVID right now? Isn't that like 2020 and we're like, I think 2023? Like, okay, it's not bad. I mean, it doesn't excite me and tickle my pickle, but I mean, other than that, you know, TNXP is not bad. Did I just say that? Wow, I'm not even thinking right now. I think I just said that. Woo, we got to clip that out from the live stream. My goodness. So yeah, it just doesn't do it for me here on TNXP. But from a technical perspective, all right, I think we have some good potential here, and I definitely want to keep this one on watch. All right, I'm still laughing on the inside. I can't believe I said that on stream. It just came out naturally. My bad, guys. We're looking for a break over 61 cents. I did say that. Oh my God. Oh, all right. So we're looking for a break over 61 cents. And that's where I believe a lot of the volume is really going to start moving on in to this stock. I have to blind chat out because you guys are distracting the shit out of me right now. And we have room to 86 cents. Okay. So, yes, TNXP is not the best press release, but it has some potential to move today, right? Just looking at the daily chart. Right? And we start to break over this resistance level of 61 cents. Look left. Where do we have room to go? All the way up to 86 cents, right? And the penny stock market is freaking hot right now. It wouldn't surprise me if the stock rips another 30 cents, 20 cents today. I want to keep this one on high watch, okay? But we have to take profits probably around 75 cents because it's psychological resistance, right? 50 cents, 75 cents, $1, $1.25, $1.50, etc. Right? So I'm just looking to see if this thing breaks and stays above 61 cents. If so, I'm going to take it long to 75 cents and then take it long to 86 cents, right? Support right now, a little bit of a trend line. You can see we have this nice little trend line here on TNXP, right? So let's keep this one on high watch above the trend line and ideally above 50 cents as well. You could have an entry right here, guys. Put a stop under 50 cents. You could have an entry right here off these higher lows, above the trend line, above 50 cents, okay? Again, breaking 61 cents, you have potential to 75 and then 86. I like this, right? It's not my typical go-to stock, but it's a stock that you look at that freaking daily chart and there's so much room to move and we're in such a hot market, it wouldn't surprise me if you see the stock at 86 cents today. Low risk, freaking exceptional reward. So high watch, TNXP right now at this point in time. I'm live inside of chat. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? I am live. Can someone post that up for some newer traders inside of chat, guys? Looks like we have some newer members here inside of chat. Is Josh live? He's currently on YouTube. We're actually live inside of chat right now. So let's go ahead and get them prepared. Maybe a refresh of the browser. things like that, and make sure that everybody's all set inside of the community, okay? Make sure that we get them all taken care of, and all that good stuff, okay? And then click the box. Thank you guys so much. Number 2, we got HTGM. Just like I said last week on AMAM, just like I said last week on PHVS and SMMT, right? The stock's up 187% in pre-market, right? In a weak market, I'm not looking at it because it's going to fade and fall and probably give a lot back. However, we're in such a freaking hot market right now at this point in time that I think the stock has more room to the upside. Could it go 200, 300, 400% today? Yes, and that's exactly what we were discussing with AMAM on Friday. The stock was already up substantially, 100, 200%. Can it go 3, 4, 5? Yes, and it went 900% on the day. So do I think HTGM still has some juice in it? Do I think it could still rip and run? 120%, because we're in that type of market right now at this point in time. So bottom support, we can see we came down and we established a support level here at 129 here on HTGM. Okay, and we have resistance right here around 173 and then the high at 183. But I'm looking at 173 being resistance. Why? Tap, 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 tap. We hit 173, 174, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We only hit 183 once. So this is going to be stronger resistance at 173. And then, 183 is the high, and that's an extreme. So it's also a level that we have to be mindful of just in case we can't break it. Look at the daily chart. Where do we have room to go? We have room to $2.08, right? If we break 208, again, continue to look left. Where can we see this thing go? Well, I would say up towards around 225, right? Support, support, resistance, 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 right at 225. So we have our levels to the upside. We know that if we took an entry here for whatever reason, we have to lock in profits here at the first green line. That's resistance, and then high a day. And then the second green line is our second target. And then this third green line is our third target, right? So we already know the 3 strongest levels of resistance to the upside. And what we can see here is we have decent support back down towards around this 129, 130 region. Now we just wait for a trade to present itself. And what we also see is a slight uptrend here on HTGM. And it looks like we can even run it back here. And we have a very nice trend line. So as long as we hold the trend line, we could see this pop right out of the gate into our first level of resistance, break pre-market highs, and then every trader in the world, it seems like, rush into this bad boy for a squeeze up to 208 and then 225. Okay, if we crack this trend line, where do we see it coming back down to? Right around this 129 level. Okay, and you got a little bit of a downtrend here, it looks like, as well. Yep. So you're squeezing. You got uptrend support, downtrend resistance. You're in such a hot market. It seems like 80% of stocks are squeezing and ripping to the upside. You have a nice wedge. So, right now you could start looking for entries coming on up right at 930 for the break out of this wedge for the rip to that first level, 173, then 183 pre-market highs, and then 208s, and then 225. Lower support right now, back down at 129, and if we ever crack 129, back down at $1. So I think this is a high watch right now, and you could start building a plan for possible entries for the squeeze to the upside out of this wedge that we're forming here in pre-market. And then last but not least, we're watching APVO. And APVO was an amazing call this morning. It happened so quick, but this is why it's important to be inside a chat, right? The early bird gets the worm. Okay, so APVO, high watch team for the break of this downtrend. This is where volume will start to move back in. Support's down here at 538. First target would be $6, right? We talked about this one at 729, high watch. Break of the downtrend. This is where volume will start move back in. Support's down at 538. First target, $6. Now, the news was also posted on up here inside of alerts this morning, right around the same time that we have good news. So again, talking about the stock this morning, where was it at 729? Right here, getting ready to break that downtrend. I took that trade. I took profit at $6. Now, did I leave a lot of money on the table? Absolutely. Could that have been a few $1,000 trade based on my position size? Absolutely. But it's Money Monday. Today's going to set the tone for the rest of the week. I know we had a hot last week, but it's pre-market. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new week full of brand new opportunities. And again, the market's going to do what the market wants to do, and it's going to set the tone this week for the rest of the week, right? The tone will be set today on what we can expect the rest of this week. So yeah, I took the trade right at 550, stops underneath that support level, and I took profits quick up towards around 6 and the VWAP, expecting to see it pull on back. The thing just kept going. But green's green. Green is good, and no one's ever gone broke in the market by taking profits. I already locked in $330 in 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes to lock in $300. When you put it in perspective, $300 is fantastic. Yes, could that have been a few $1,000 trade? Absolutely, but green is green, green is good. Lock in those profits and walk away profitable. Be a smart trader, don't be greedy. But yeah, long story short, APVO is another great stock I want to watch, up 92%, very low float stock, under 5 million in float, trading exceptional volume, and their press release is very good as well. So check out the press release here on APVO at this point in time. Right? So they actually dropped this press release last night on a Sunday saying that they are announcing 100% clinical benefit rate was achieved in their phase 1 trial in regards to patients with leukemia, a form of cancer. So it's a cancer-related press release announcing 100% clinical benefit rate was achieved in their phase 1 trial. That is, ladies and gentlemen, that is a great press release, right? Hot keywords to look for in press releases. Phase 1 trials, right? We got it, right? Cancer-related news. We got it. So when you take a look at APVO, you got some great keywords in this press release. That's a nice press release. Low float, great volume, great technical breakout, great technical trade, right? That's a trade that you take. This is a great stock to keep on high watch for today, team. So APVO is the third and final small cap penny stock that I want to keep on watch for today. All right. So where's support at this point in time? We'll back down at those lows when we pulled back right around this 5. I would call it probably right around 530, 536, right? You got 536 is your lowest of the lowest level of support, right? Whereas resistance, we can see a lot of resistance right here. Right across those highs, right around 760. A lot of resistance right around $7.60. Okay, is there any other levels in the meantime? All right, look at this daily chart. Let's see if we can find levels from the daily. Right here, we can see that's going to be a key level right around maybe 640-ish. Why? Right, it's an extreme low. Resistance, 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 lot of resistance, lot of resistance. So right around like that 640 level is going to be a nice level of support and resistance today. Hasn't been validated. It was validated here as a resistance, and then it broke. Okay, came very close to that level as support, cracked below it. Broke back above it, pulled back, retested to the penny, ripped on up. So right now we know that 640 is a nice level of support. If we fall below it, it's going to turn into resistance and then come down to our next level of support, which would be down here around 536. So we know where our best two levels of support are at this point in time. 640, 536. We know where our best and most strongest level of resistance is at this point in time. Where is it? $7.60. And then that spiking high of $8.20, right? $8.20. And then look left. That's all you got to do is just look left. If it ever breaks 820, where's it going to go? Right around 836, and then up to the around 910. And then you just keep looking left and find multiple touches, multiple levels that have been touched a lot of times. And those are going to be your next profit targets to the upside. So APVO is another top stock I want to keep on high watch. Really, really, really nice break of this downtrend off the double bottom. We already see that it's consistent, it's predictable, it's honoring its technicals. It's just really, really nice, right? It's really, really nice on APVO. And this is where I want to put probably 80% of my focus right at the start of the day, right? So in this order of top stocks, where all my focus goes, down to it's got my focus, but call it a little bit of a back burner, right? APVO, 80% of my focus right at the start of the day, guys, okay? HTGM is the next one for the squeeze out of this wedge. TNXP. Look, I mean, did someone grab an entry there? Please tell me someone grabbed an entry there. Right off the trend line, off the higher lows, risking under 50 cents. Please someone tell me that you took that. Someone tell me you built a great plan there and you took it, because that's beautiful stuff. I hate missing these great trades, but I'm hoping some of you guys are taking them. Anyway, doesn't matter. Great stuff here on TNXP. Third, actually, we're going to make this number 2. TNXP's number 2, guys. Number 3 is HTGM. And then last but not least, the mid-candle breakout on PHVS. So once again, in order, APVO number 1, TNXP number 2, HTGM number 3, PHVS number 4. Now, why did I spend all of this time talking about penny stocks today when the last month and a half I've been solely trading the SPY and the Qs and options? We got a big couple of days right around the corner, guys, right? What do we have coming on up tomorrow? Well, we have CPI data at 8:30. We know the day before economic data, whether that's PPI, CPI, FOMC meetings, Fed minutes, we know typically the day before that data, it's slower and choppier, right? It's kind of almost annoying how the SPY moves because it's really hard to trade. Number 1, what do we got this week? We got CPI tomorrow, okay? You have the Fed's interest rate decision on Wednesday. And then you have something else here on Thursday. I mean, you got a freaking huge week. You got a huge week. Yeah, Thursday, what is it? You got retail sales month over month, 8:30 a.m. on Thursday. Wednesday, here at the end of the day, you have the FOMC economic projections, the Fed's interest rate decision. You have the Fed's press conference, right? Then tomorrow at 8:30, you got inflation year over year, core inflation, CPI for November. Like, there's a lot going on, guys, right? So what are my expectations for today in the broader market? Like, my expectations truly are slow chop, right? I expect some shit like this, right? Slow chop. Kind of really hard to trade it for the most part. And let's be honest, if you were trading the SPY, we talked about this inside the chat. If you were trading the SPY here on Friday, you kind of were getting annoyed. And you're looking over here at, SMMT and AMAM and MOMO and PHVS like, my goodness, these stocks are up 300, 400, 500%. Go where the opportunity is. And I would say with 80% confidence and 80% certainty, okay? 80% certainty that the opportunity, traders, the action, the money is going to be with those 4 penny stocks that we just talked about. With 80% confidence, that's where I want to put my focus, guys. 120%. Okay, now do I still want to watch the SPY and the Qs? Yes, I do, but I don't expect to see too much. Okay, again, tomorrow morning, CPI data, 8:30 of high importance. That's when the volatility starts to move back in. So tomorrow, I do expect a lot of volatility leading up to the Fed's decision and then even more volatility. So today's just going to be a slow day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I think we get more action, and then that bleeds into the end of the year. And fantastic, now we're back over the options world, looking for those opportunities and making it happen, guys. But today, don't beat the dead horse. Don't be the trader that misses the opportunities where the opportunities is. TNXP, HTGM, APVO. Now, am I still going to be watching the SPY and the Qs today? Yes, I am. If we start to see some consistency and some good development and it's like, oh, hey, this looks really appealing. Let's take a trade. Let's make it happen, guys. But out of the gate, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, we're looking at penny stocks. That's where the opportunity is. That's where the money is going to be made. And that's where I want to put my focus as well. But here's one thing I do really want to point out is I really do like how we got rejected off of the 20 EMA here on Friday. I mean, this is a really nice crack and retest. That's a really nice two-legged pullback. We cracked on below the 20 EMA. You got a weak two-legged pullback into the 20 EMA. And then you got your rejection candle on Friday. That looks what I would call sexy, right? I really do like that formation, the price action, the movement, the volume, where the 20 EMA is at. I'm really liking how we got rejected here on Friday. Let's go back to default. So if we stay below, I would say the open. I'd say if we can stay below like the open on the SPY, which is going to be like 394.94. So just call it 395. If we can stay below 395. Okay. And we could crack below Friday's low day and Friday's close. I think we start to get the next leg down. And yes, that could happen today, guys. Even though we have CPI tomorrow and the Feds, I think we could start to see a slow, steady fade and fall today down towards around 390. So if you're watching the SPY, as long as it's below 395, and if we start to crack back below 393.21, that starts to validate the price action and the formation that we have here from the daily chart, especially after the way we moved and closed on Friday. I would take put contracts down to 390. I would do that. And that's kind of where my focus is. And that's where I'm going to put some focus on the SPY if we see that take place. Okay. So we're all set, guys. We're all set. Let's go ahead and get those scanners loaded. Once again, out of the gate to start the day, we are going to be watching APVO. Number 1, HTGM. There's your squeeze on HTGM. TNXP was a beauty. So I'm going to be watching APVO, guys. All right. So all eyes, APVO. And we'll kind of alternate between the three and see which one has the best opportunity. Back burner, PHVS for the mid-candle breakout. All eyes on PHVS for the mid-candle breakout as well. All right, it's 8:30. Our day has just begun. So what I want you guys to do right now, take a deep breath, right? Get calm, get relaxed. Put yourself here in the present moment where you're in the most amount of control. Make conscious decisions, good decisions, be great traders, and do what you know you're supposed to do. Take only the best of the best setups, and the money will follow. Get in that mindset right now. Okay, calm yourself, focus, get strapped in, and let's have an amazing day, and let's lock in some profits, guys, right? Let's make it happen. HTGM halted to the upside. That's fantastic, right? It's great. It squeezed out of the wedge. 80% confidence it's going to go to the upside to 173. Why is that? Well, we're in a really, really hot market. So boom, there you go. HTGM. Boom. TNXP and pre-market. There you go. Right now, TNXP, I want to watch it for an entry off this trend line. So I'm looking for an entry possibly off the trend line. You guys can see I don't have any trades right now. And then APVO, is there a good entry maybe down around 640? We shall see. Mr. G Gino got some at 53 cents, my man. Ravneet, my very first trade was on HTGM. You took that in pre-market. Congratulations. If you're in this halt, are you in the halt right now? If you're in the halt, I want to give you a recommendation on like what you should do. Like if you're stuck in the halt. What's FB? What do you mean what's FB? Oh, it used to be Facebook, right? It used to be Facebook. Now it's Meta. That's old. This is my very first trade, and I'm in a halt. What is that? So it was halted due to volatility. So it moved up way too quick, way too fast on HTGM. So HTGM halted because of volatility. So it moved up way too quick, way too fast, and it was halted due to volatility. So that basically means they're going to freeze trading for about 5 minutes. So what time did it get halted? Look at your time in sales. The last order that went through was at 9:30:25. Okay, so that's what a halt means. So you have multiple different types of halts, but this particular halt was due to volatility. It means it ran up way too quick, way too fast, right? Way too quick, way too fast. And they basically said, hey, we're gonna freeze trading for 5 minutes and let traders collect themselves to take a breath, right? So go look at your time in sales. You see the last order that went through was at 9:30:25. Add 5 minutes to that. So 9:35:25. So when you see 9:35:25, trading will go live once again, okay? Now, if you're a brand new trader that's in this stock and it's halted, it may be a little nerve-wracking. I can completely understand. It's probably nerve-wracking. What you need to do right now, and this is just a recommendation. You don't have to do this at all. It's just a recommendation, is sell this position or at least half of this position the second it goes live. So the second it goes live at 9:35:25 and you start to see your level 2 moving again, that means orders are going through. Sell half your position. Get out of the trade. Start taking profits. Don't be greedy. Because when a stock is halted due to volatility, and if it goes live and it starts to drop, it gets very volatile once again. It may dump to the downside and get halted to the downside. And now you're still stuck in this trade. Maybe it's a loser position. Now it's halted to the downside, and that's really scary and that's really risky. So what I could recommend for newer traders that are still learning risk management and taking profits and building discipline is when this sucker goes live, get out of your position or start taking profits quickly. Okay. But if you're like, it's too nerve wracking, right? Then just get out 100% and eliminate the nerves altogether. Okay. Right now, let's see where this thing could go live. HTGM. Right now, I have a bid at $1.95. So if you look at your level 2, right now, it's showing here, I have a buyer willing to pay $1.95. So this may open higher. This thing may open here at $1.95, $3, right? I see $1.95. That's crazy. And then I got a $3 bid. Nuts. The second it goes live and you start to see this time and sales move, newer traders, if you can't manage that risk, and this is nerve-wracking, you need to have your finger on the trigger, market order, ready to go to just take your profits and move away to avoid something crazy happening. Right now, let's see where we go live, right? Start taking profits. Start taking profits, right? You gapped up, which is beautiful. Start taking some profits here. You guys are up substantially. Now, if you're scaling out and you still have some size, stops are at break even. Put a hard stop in the system right now at break even. You can't risk anything. You're in the trade at 160. You're taking profits at 190. You're already profitable. Hard stops in the system wherever you got in at. So worst case, if it comes down and it hits that price, you're walking away break even and you're profitable. Scale out into this push, right? Next target, 208. And then 225. Beautiful, beautiful trade here on HTGM for the squeeze out of this wedge. Congratulations. Mid-candle breakout, PHVS. PHVS, mid-candle breakout. So it's getting halted to the downside. You see this? It's getting halted to the downside. This is why it's imperative to take your profits when you have an opportunity to do so. Look, it just dumped. Now it's halted to the downside. Scary stuff. Because what if this thing gaps down and dumps again and halts? Gaps down, dumps again and halts. Now you're just losing. Okay? Take profits when you have them. That's all I can say. Take profits when you have them, especially right out of the gate. Good job, traders. Good job. Yeah, mid-candle breakout, alert, inbound. All right, look at Mr. G locking in $3,000 on HTGM. Let's go, Mr. G. Locking in $3,800 freaking dollars. Woo! My man is out here getting it right now. Let's go. Mr. G, absolutely. Thank you for your advice on the halt. Yeah, 100%, bro. 100%. Take profits when you have an opportunity. Because this can happen. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's very possible this happens. And the last thing we want to do is give our profits back, right? We could always look for another entry. That's the beautiful thing about trading, is when we get out for profit, we can always look for another trade. So I'm not in anything right now. I'm just making sure you guys are taken care of. I want to make sure you guys are taken care of. We got some traders inside of chat. First trades in the halts. I want to make sure that you guys are taken care of here. So good job. I want to look for an entry off. Man, that was a great little trendline entry on TNXP. This is definitely one of the top stocks I want to watch. TNXP at this point in time. See if we have a reason to get in here. That's exactly how you do it. Congrats. Congrats. Why does the halt happen? Who decides the halts? The SEC, it's a circuit breaker. So the SEC made some provisions. And so basically it's a computer system that tracks all the stocks in the market. And if a stock exceeds certain parameters, it automatically just freezes. It just freezes the stock. So For circuit breaker halts, for volatility halts, it's all like based on provisions, and a computer system will basically scan the stocks, and if one moves and it exceeds those parameters, then it automatically halts the stock for 5 minutes. Yeah, I kind of want to short this, to be honest with you, on APVO. I thank you for the heads up. Appreciate the heads up for that retest on the Kraken retest of 641. I may look for a small short position here, guys. Yeah, I'm going to short this for the drop on down to maybe like 550. Maybe like 550. I got a cost basis of 628. My stops are really tight here. And the reason why is I don't like shorting in this market, right? I don't want to really like go aggressive in this market for shorts because this market is freaking hot to the upside, guys. Like, let's be real. This market is on fire lately to the upside. Like, it's risky to be shorting stocks in this market. But I like the Kraken retest idea here. And we're going to go ahead and get out for a quick $100 in a couple seconds. Hey, appreciate you, Michael. Came back for the retest for the quick short. I love it. Small size, quick in and outs, because it's risky to be shorting in this market, guys. It's freaking risky to be shorting in this market because everything is so hot to the upside. Great trade, though. Great trade for about 20 cents. 120 bucks to add to the bottom line. Green's green, baby. Let's get it. Great crack. Great retest. Great alert, Michael. Well done there, sir. If you bought TNXP at 48 cents, you should be taking profit right now, 100%. 100%. If you're in at 48 cents, right? You're currently up, 10 cents a share. You should be scaling out, taking profits 100%. You should have been scaling out, taking profits here at 60 cents because that's resistance that we discussed here in pre-market, right? Resistance. Like, you should have been taking profit up here. And if you didn't, it's okay. You just got to, basically accept the fact that maybe there's a little greed there, that you weren't scaling out, taking profits, or a lack of knowledge, and that you should have been. But the best thing that you can do right now to make a good decision is to start scaling out, locking in profits, put a hard stop loss at break even, right? So if you bought at 48 cents, you're taking maybe 25% of your position here, 50% of your position here, whatever you want to do, and then put a hard stop loss in the system at your cost basis of 48 cents. You can't lose on the trade. You can't lose. You're going to walk away profitable. You can't lose. Wow, the local police and SWAT is surrounding your neighbor's house? That's nuts. That's nuts. So, great Kraken retest trade on APVO. Great stuff there. It has support, again, back down around these lows of 536 on APVO. 536 on APVO. Good job, Johnny. Good job, Joey. Good job, traders. Way to make some money. We got traders making their first dollars today. That's great. You cannot sell a stock when it's halted. It has to be trading live. It's got to be live and moving. It's got to be live and moving. You should be getting out of this position on HTGM, guys. You should, right? This is the risk of halts. Halted to the upside, halted to the downside. It's getting risky now. It's already gone from 197 down to 152. This is why you start taking profits when the stock goes live out of a halt. Right? It's just one of those things that you must do. You must do. I'm just looking for the next best trade here, team. Right? I'm just looking for the next best trade. We're already up 444 on the day. This is great. Great way to start our Money Monday. Coming off of a freaking strong $1,500 day on Friday, too. Let's get it, guys. Let's absolutely get it. You guys locking in more profits? Good job, guys. Come in, make it happen. Come in, make it happen. Go ahead and start throwing those profits inside of Profits Chat. If you guys are locking in profits in the first 15 minutes of the day. If you guys are locking in profits in the first 15 minutes of the day, go ahead and throw those up inside of Profits Chat right now, team. Let's get it. Good job, traders. So nothing yet on TNXP. I don't see anything yet that I want to get involved with here on HTGM. APVO, I'm still waiting for this one to set on up. I think there's great potential here. RXDX is a bit of a mid candle too. It's not the best looking mid candle, but it's a little bit. Right now, team, PHVS. I want all eyes on PHVS. PHVS. I'm gonna pull the trigger here, guys. Small size to start. Very small size to start, but I'm getting ready to pull the trigger here off that higher low push above 8. Look, push on up to 821, pulling back, giving us a higher low. I'm getting ready to maybe start scaling in small size because it's risky, but small size on PHVS to where I can risk maybe like, I don't know, $100, $50, like not a lot whatsoever. And I can always add to my position, right? Rather start small early, get in early, but start small. And then I can always add to it if needed. And this thing has potential to freaking rip today. Absolutely rip. So right now, high watch, PHVS for the mid candle breakout. My finger is on the trigger, and I am ready to start building a very small position here. Right? Looking to build a small position. I'd like to have maybe 500 to 1,000 shares today. So I'm going to start scaling in very small increments. I'm going to go ahead and take 125 shares here. That's how small I'm going. 125 shares because it's early. Stops underneath this higher low. So my stop loss is 775. If we come down to 775, I'm walking away from this trade. Even though it's small size, I don't care. So this red line, because I'm getting in early with very small size, I'm scaling in. That red line is my stop loss. If this is a higher low push for the mid candle, it shouldn't come down and tag the red line. Shouldn't come down and tag the red line. It should just go higher low push, new high a day, mid candle breakout. Now we start to squeeze. So I'm scaling in because it is early, right? The best entries are over 825. But I want to get in here at $8 and start building a position earlier off this little higher low formation. Right? So again, just to recap, PHVS, mid candle breakout. It's actually gapping down today, which is exactly what you want to see. First push on up into resistance, 821. First pullback, higher low. Right? I'm trading the first pullback, right? Rip out of the gate, fantastic, into resistance, okay? Pulling back. Now it's starting to U-shape on up. I'm getting in on the first pullback for a higher low push, and I do expect this to break that resistance level of 821 and then break resistance of 860, and that's where all the volume is going to start moving on in for the mid-candle breakout. Red line is my stop loss. Okay, this is exactly what you want to see for the mid-candle breakout. Mid-candle on Friday, gap down, starting to break Friday's low of day, and Friday's close is where all the volume starts to really move on in. Now, again, this is the first pullback we've seen here intraday. So I'm willing to get in early on the first pullback because my stops are tight, and I'm expecting to see that break on out. And if it doesn't break on out, my stop is like 20 cents. And again, I'm scaling in as well. I want to let you guys know I'm scaling in. I'd like to have 500 to 1,000 shares on PHVS. But since I'm getting in early, I'm anticipating a higher low break push. I'm not going aggressive right now. I'm scaling in. So if I do get stopped out on 100 shares, it's a $20 loss, right? It's $20, $30, not $300. So right now, PHVS, I want to keep this one on high watch. I want to start to see if we can get some buyers to push this mother trucker up over 821 because a break of 821 is where a lot of volume could definitely start moving on in. Mid-candle breakouts typically happen in the first 15 to 30 minutes of the day, right? The best mid-candle breakouts occur the first 15 to 20 minutes of the day. So right now, I am completely out of APVO, right? I took my profits quick, and I explained why my profits were taking quick. Again, trying to short in a hot market is pretty crazy, right? Trying to short stocks in a market where stocks are ripping 900%. I don't want to be aggressive in short, so I got in for a quick 20-cent scalp. Now, did APVO come down to my 560 level? Yes, it did. Could I have made $500? Yes, I could have. But again, I took my profits quick. So I'm not short APVO anymore. I took profits at 609. Right now, I'm currently long PHVS for the possible mid-candle breakout. Stops at 775. And again, I'm anticipating the trade. And I'm scaling in. This is not even the full size I want. I am scaling in little 125 share increments all the way up to 500. Then I start scaling in 250 share increments up to 1,000. So right here, we're probably going to buy a little bit more. Maybe. Not yet. And let's please type tickers, guys. Incorrect ticker format. That's $, all caps, APVO, for example. That allows the chat room functionality to work very well. That allows just everything to work well and keeps it clean. So I appreciate you guys. So it's $, all caps, ticker. So if you're looking at PHVS, it's $, all caps, PHVS. I'm going to add a little bit here over 8. Got filled at 806. Not a bad fill. I'll take it. Now we're starting to see the squeeze. All right, we only got 250 shares on this one, though. 250 shares with a cost basis of 803. Not a bad cost basis. I like the cost basis. Stops are right underneath this low, right here. So we're going stops at that red line, 778-ish. We need to make a new high a day here, right? This is our push on up, first pullback, higher low U-shape break. If this is not a higher low U-shape breakout, right? If we don't break out right here, that's not why I took the trade, right? So I start to reconsider adding to this. I start bringing my stop loss up a little bit. Maybe I get out. Push on up into resistance. First pullback, higher low, U-shape, breakout, right? We need to see this break out for this to be the reason I got into the trade. Make sense? So we need to see this break high a day of 838. And if it does, mid candle breakout, engaged, right idea, great entries, and I feel great to let this sucker pretty much just go all day. Like, in this kind of market that we're in, I'm going to set it and forget it. I will let this sucker go all day. And she's getting jumpy. She is getting jumpy here, guys. Whew. I do not like those spreads. Look at those spreads, guys. Wow. Those spreads are nuts. I'm taking half off the table here because these spreads are garbage. So I'm taking half off the table, guys, because this thing is a little funky, a little wild. I'd rather lose $20 than see this thing just dump. It's not the type of price action that you'd really expect for a mid-candle breakout. So I'm playing it safe here as if I had multiple thousands. I'm going to walk away from this stock. I'm going to walk away. I don't like it. I don't like the price action at all. I'm going to get out. I'm out. If it goes, it goes. I don't like it. Not worth holding it. If that was a higher low push, it should have been the higher low push. It's coming right back down. It's not why we got in. Sit back and wait. Yeah, TNXP getting that 60-cent break. Nice. Let's go check out the SPY. What do we got going on? Nothing yet with the SPY, right? Sitting sideways. Today's probably a sideways day because we have CPI tomorrow and then the Fed's interest rate decision here Wednesday. Right?